Okay there folks, hope you find this New Year's Day. Right, before I go any further, apologies. And the apologies are thus. There's not going to be much content coming out today. Reason being is it's New Year's Day and I'm busy anyway, got a lot to do. But more than that, I really can't find anything to cover. News is extremely thin on the ground, so I've got very little to say. I was going to put a couple of videos out tonight in the series that I've been doing over the last 3 or 4 days. Who do I listen to? Who do I watch on YouTube? But because of the big furore that's happening at this moment in time in one of the areas I'm going to cover, I thought, no, don't put it out grumpy today. Do a bit of research tomorrow and then put maybe double videos out tomorrow. Get your facts right before you say anything, because I don't want to get in any trouble with anybody. Not that it normally bothers me. But no, there's a couple of bits of research I want to do first. So I'm going to hold off on them, which has worked well, because I'm not working tomorrow. I've got a lot of time on my hands, and today it's been limited. It's been difficult. But I thought what I would do is quickly discuss what went on yesterday and today. I'll also let you know what kind of content there's going to be on a little bit later. And then I'll let you know what I'm researching. And that's it. It'll only take us a couple of minutes. So if you've got a couple of minutes, strap yourselves in and I'll tell you what's what. Now, right, New Year's Eve. Did you get to do anything yesterday? Well, myself, I was booked for a lunch, dinner. We did dinner, me and the other half. We did dinner for mother-in-law and her fella. They came yesterday. All went well, no problem at all. Her fella's a bit of a football fan, very much like myself. Different kind of football fan than me. The son-in-law, who I've mentioned on here before, well, he wasn't the son-in-law up until recently, but he's been in the family for many a year now. The son-in-law, when he first met the mother-in-law's fella, I hope you're sticking with this because it's difficult, it's all family trees and histories and matter, but yeah, the son-in-law, as he wasn't, before he was a son-in-law, when he first met mother-in-law's fella, said, hello, do you follow football? Oh, I do. Who do you support, he said to mother-in-law's fella. Well, I used to support Everton. My now son-in-law's a staunch supporter of Everton, as I've told you, as is my grandson. They love Everton, but my son-in-law, more than most anyone I've ever come across, he's unbelievable for it. His age picked up. What do you mean you used to support? Well, I supported them in the 80s, then they went crap. I support Man United now. My son-in-law, because he's a nice person, never took him on, but couldn't believe it. When I heard the story, I couldn't believe it. A story I heard previous is, the fellow that goes with mother-in-law had 2 teams. He used to support Everton, but his second team was Man United. And now they flip-flopped, as John McCrew used to say, flip-flopping favourites. He now supports Man United, but his second team is Everton. And I thought, what's going on there? What self-effacing football fan could swap allegiances just because someone's doing the brains in? God, I'd want to get off the United train for the last 10 years, but I'd never do it. You couldn't do it, could you? Anyway, son-in-law just carried on talking with him, but thought, the guy must be mad. Anyway, I'll give you a clue of how mad he was. He said to me yesterday, he said, what about United? I said, they're doing crap, I'm not very happy. Now, as I say, you've already heard how much he knows about football. You'll love his next 2 statements. He said, that Maguire, he said, I think they need to get rid of him. Oh, right, I said, now, this fella never watches any football. Don't have Sky and all that, never watches any football. Professes to know loads, never watches it. Doesn't realise that for 8 or 10 matches before Maguire got injured, he was playing fantastically for us, one of our standout players. He said, he's very, very slow, isn't he? Well, I couldn't disagree with that. He is. Yeah, he's slow, yeah, they need to get rid of him. They need one of them centre-halves that controls the game, like Celtic had yesterday, and I thought, I know Celtic won yesterday, 2-1 against Rangers, but he's not seen the Celtic game again. He doesn't have any premium channels. He's not seen it anywhere. So what does he know about it? He said, he said, United have missed that. He said, they need one of them centre-halves like they used to have who controls the game. All right. I thought that was it. He said, he said, they've not had a centre-half like that since Paul Scholes spraying the ball about. I thought, I need to get out of it. I need a drink. Anyway, turns out that the daughter was having a bit of a soiree, a bit of a get-together in that there Ormskirk. She lives sort of half an hour away. We weren't going because we had mother-in-law and this football fan here for tea, didn't we? We weren't going. But we knew they'd leave earlier. They left for about 6:30, 7 o'clock. So I said, well, good daughters. Wife was driving because I drove Christmas Day because I'm good like that. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll have a drink and you drive. We'll just come home at 10. Whatever time we get there, we'll come home at 10. She said, okay. As per the norm, we was there till 1:50 in the end because I never come home from anywhere at 10. But But anyway, we had a crackerjack of a night and I really enjoyed it. And I had a good few to drink. But I couldn't wipe the couple of, from my mind. You know, the ball playing centre half, Paul Scholes. I couldn't get it from my mind. I couldn't at all, no matter how much drink I had. It wouldn't numb the pain of it. And I thought, I've got to make sure I'm never caught in a room with this fella again talking football. Because it does me treating. And I normally tell people what I think. But because it's with mother-in-law, I thought, I can't do that. I'll only upset everybody. So, and it is New Year's Day, so I thought, well, it was New Year's Eve once it's there. I thought, no, keep your sit down, just stay calm, say nothing. And that's what I did, said nothing. But I made sure I had a good drink to try to forget it. Never worked, but that's... Anyway, so I had a good night. I hope you did too. I hope you all did. And I got to see grandkids as well, which is always a bonus. Not that they cared much for me because they're playing video games all night, but they loved it. They were up till midnight as well. Seeing all the fireworks in the area, everyone's a winner. So that was that. Today, New Year's Day, done very little. Done very, very little. But family round again, so it's been pretty hectic. Tomorrow, as I say, most back at work. Not me. I've got some time on my hands, so some recordings to be done. Right, today, what we're looking at. Well, I'm going to do a congratulatory message to a gentleman who's had a horse that's won today. I might mention a footballer that we should have playing at my club. I might not mention him, but if I get around to it. And there's one other thing. What's the other thing? Oh, yes. I'm going to tell you a very, very quick story, an outline of what I'm doing my research on, the Tenerife vloggers. And that'll be it. So probably 3 more messages and that's it. And most of those won't suit most people, I know. But tomorrow, hopefully, there'll be more news in the papers. All the programmes will be on in the mornings where I get my material from. And maybe some more things will happen in the world as we all get away from holiday season and get back to work. And maybe I'll have more things to discuss. That's the aim anyway. That's what I hope for. So hopefully tomorrow, if not back to normal, very close to it. Wednesday, back to normal, as if the festivities had not existed. Anyway, before I go, I think I said yesterday, day before, Happy New Year. We're now in the new year. Hope you had a great day today, one and all. I hope you had a good day today. And I hope for as long as you're off work, you enjoy the time off. And when you get back to work, I hope it's not too hard. I know it always can be after a couple of weeks off. I know it can be, but it's what we've got to do, isn't it? Anyway, Happy New Year to one and all.